Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Storytime and Craft. My name is Mr. Kelvin, and welcome back. So, for this month, we are going to be reading a book called Off the Wall. Off the Wall is right here, and this is by Theodore Taylor III. Now, this book, just to give you a little bit of a preface, it's going to be about street art, or sometimes you might have heard of it as graffiti. Now, sometimes graffiti or street art is kind of given a little bit of a bad rap because sometimes and like most of the time when you like think of it, you're thinking about artwork that's put up on a building or a business or an establishment, and I agree. You should not necessarily be putting up any artwork or anything like that without the owner's permission. So I'm not condoning that. But I just want you to know, and this book will talk about it too, that there is a time and a place for it because it's beautiful artwork that can be put up on those walls, and sometimes business owners or people who own certain buildings actually want such things. And if you go to like, we don't live in a big city, I recognize that, but maybe some of you have or will visit a big city, but even in a place like Suffolk, you can actually see little bits of street art and graffiti scattered about. And it's like someone's mark or someone sharing a story or basically sharing a little bit of who they are with you for just like that brief moment that you're able to look at it. And I think it's really special, and I'd love to share this book that talks about it pretty well. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? All right. Also, the illustrations are really nice. It's been a little while since I've done a recording, so bear with me here. All right. Mom and Dad were so excited moving from one end of the country to the other to trade our fast, busy city life for a small, quiet one far away. Kind of like what's here in Suffolk. I wasn't feeling it. No, he wasn't feeling it. You see right there. Boop. Kind of sad. We pulled up to our big new house full of big, echoing, empty rooms. I missed the comfort of our small, cozy apartment and the sounds of the busy streets outside. Sometimes change can be hard, and even though it might be noisy to some people, it might be comforting for others. At school, I felt like an outsider, like I was from another planet. I was ready to take the first spacecraft home until I spotted something on the side of an old building. What do you think they saw? Oh, whoa. Check this out. Amazing. Shapes moving in every direction, letters weaving in and out, bright colors jumping off the wall. It was like a language from another planet that only I could understand. Graffiti. It reminded me of home, loud and energetic. There the streets were full of people moving in every direction, day or night. The city itself was a work of art, always ready to show me something new. Oh, look, got a little bit of like a dinosaur right there. But look at how vibrant this city is. This is where they used to live. That night my dreams were full of graffiti, as if someone in town was trying to send me a message, and it was my job to find out who. It's a pretty awesome dream. I like the looks of all this stuff right here. Get up, Sam! The next morning I had a surprise visitor, my cousin Lincoln, who lived down the street. He's got like banana sheets. That's very specific. But no, yeah, cousin visitor. Lincoln offered to show me around, excited to see the writing on the wall again. I asked him to take me back downtown, only to find that it was gone. It was a pretty big piece of artwork. How'd they take it down so fast? The graffiti had been painted overnight in shades of dull white and gray. But Lincoln wasn't worried. Why is Lincoln not worried? Why do you think that is? You think Lincoln has a plan? Let's see. He knew graffiti was hiding everywhere. Tags in the alley, stickers on street signs, stencils on the corner, throw-ups of moving vans, murals in murals in parking lots, reaching high into the sky. They are finding all kinds of different graffiti art in all different types of places. That's the beautiful thing about graffiti or street art. You can find it in almost any place. A lot of times you might see them like on the sides of like trains, you know? So give it a look. See, you might be surprised how easy you can find some graffiti. You just have to know where to look. The farther away from town we walked, the more graffiti we found. On a hill overlooking railroad tracks, a freight train passed by every car wrapped in graffiti. It was like an art gallery in motion. That's exactly what I was just talking about, too. Almost as if I've read this book before. No, let me calm down. Lincoln was ready to head home, but it felt like we were inching close to something. On the horizon was what looked like an abandoned factory, but I could hear the rattle and hiss of spray cans and the faint thump of music playing. I peeked into the front door. Let's see what happens. Inside, we discovered dozens of artists painting every inch of the building's walls. We had stepped into another world. Look at all those different artists and the different art that they're able to do with their graffiti. They each had their own unique style and technique. They used tools like paint rollers, stencils, brushes, and of course, spray cans. Some were lifted high towards the ceiling on cherry pickers. See? Sometimes you might have to get really, really high. So you might have to get something like this to lift you up really tall to get to the painting. At the far end of the building, I noticed a girl about my age painting by her mother's side. I nervously introduced myself and asked what was going on. It's good to be brave to introduce yourself to someone you just wanted to get to know. Just be careful. She explained that the town had given the building to local artists to paint whatever they wanted. Soon they would repair it and turn the building into a space for the community. When the community and the people in charge of that community are able to create spaces like that, it's very special and very important. She handed me a can and asked if I wanted to help, and I immediately knew I had to be a part of it. Let's see what he's able to do. I gave the can a strong shake, pressed the nozzle, and made my mark. That's when I knew I had found what I was really looking for, my new home. And this is a wonderful piece that he was able to put together. It's beautiful, isn't it? And that is the end of our story. Now, something I didn't actually mention before, street art or graffiti usually is done with like spray cans and such, like the things that you shake and it goes like psh and such, and you put it usually on something that can take it well, like a wall. But that's not necessarily all you have to do. Like in the book, we saw people use paint rollers, paint brushes, things that are a little bit more familiar to you. In fact, you can even do graffiti with colored pencil or pencil. My cousin I know growing up used to do lots of different graffiti artwork on like just normal pieces of paper and using markers. So that being said, we're going to start moving on to our craft portion, our little art activity. So basically, just to give you a heads up of what we're going to do, inside your kit, you should see a little, what's it called? Like a piece of paper. Yeah, what's it called? A piece of paper that has a graffiti on it, and it should say library or book. You'll have two different options. And what we're going to do is we're going to color it using the watercolors that you should see in your packet as well, but also trying something a little bit different, just to make it feel like, calling back to doing graffiti. But thank you so much for listening to the story. I really, really appreciate it as always, and I will see you soon. Okay? Bye-bye. Alrighty, everybody, and welcome to the craft portion of Saturday Storytime and Craft. Now, inside of your kit, you should have a few examples of graffiti art that it's what we're going to design in the color and such. Blah, 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 blah. We have a watercolor, and a straw. Let's see.